saya menekankan account, saya minta izin untuk bercakap dalam English. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'll present the accounts for 2017, and these accounts were audited by our auditors, internal auditors, that is Mr. Palniappan, who is here, and Encik Azli. Okay, these accounts are based on what is recorded in the bank statements. Okay, because I think the bank statements as the document that we follow. Okay, so as of the beginning of balance brought forward from 31st December 2016 for Zone A is 31,952.50 cents, and for Zone B 27,152.79, Zone C 16,327.96, and main account is 1,326.03. So the total balances in our account was 76,759.28. Right. I hope everybody has got a copy so you can see, because I know it's very small here. Right. And income, monthly dues collected for Zone A was 126,850, Zone B 105,300, and Zone C 77,600. So we had collected a total of 309,750. Okay. Transfers from Zone A, B and C, 5421. This is basically, we apportion a part of the expense of the cost of the stickers and gate plates from each zone. As part of it. Some of the money comes from the main account, part of it comes from the main account. So this was transferred from each zone to 5421. You can see at the expenses side afterwards. Okay. Donations received 27,800. I will go to the notes of that to explain where these donations came from. Check step refund is refund from the bank, and loan taken from Zone A 700, Zone B we had to lend 700, and for Zone C 13,300. So a total of 14,000 ringgit was loaned to these two zones, basically because there was shortfall in security, when we wanted to pay security fees, payment to the security company, there was a shortfall, so it was loaned from Zone A to ensure that the payment continues. Okay. For Zone B, we have regularized the account. Okay, but for Zone C, we have not got the amount repaid because the balances in Zone C just enough, in the later part of 2017 was just enough to pay the security fees. So I will show you the details later, right, when the loan was taken. And profit is Tiba, when we had the account with CIMB Islamic Bank, there was a Tiba of 119. Sale of gate plates was 30 ringgit, and a sale of star stickers, Zone A 780, Zone B 40, Zone C 55, and main account 1,680, because some of the money came from the main account. Okay, only part of it was from the zones. That's what the Expo decided to apportion some. And then the balance of petty cash banked into account 202.17. This is when Colonel Wong resigned as the coordinator for Zone A. He returned whatever petty cash he had to me, and I banked it back into the Zone A account. Okay. Security fees paid by Razman. This was wrongly credited by him into the main account instead of Zone B account. So that was rectified, and on 27 February 2018. Refund by Mr. Wireman, 800 ringgit, because he didn't do the job that he was supposed to do. So we asked him to refund back the deposit that we paid him. So family day revenue 565,166.35. So the net profit that we made from family day, donations was 17,800. Donations just for family day. I will show you where the donations came from. Then the revenue that we collected from the sale of food and other income was 5,166.35. So the net revenue, the gross revenue was 22,966.35. Expenses incurred was 8,390.40. So the net surplus that we made from this family day was 14,575.95, which was tied into the main account. All family day expenses and income went into the main account. Okay, expenditure, payment to security company for Zone A, 119,299.99. Zone B, 119,692.62. Zone C, 99,834.80. The total payments to security companies was 338,827.41. Transfer, this is why I was telling you, we transfer to main account from this from the three zones, 5,441. And then the payment for car stickers came to this figure. So it was all on par. The rest are check processing fee, GST charges, bank service charges. Family day expenses, like I mentioned, is now 8,390.40. Okay, so then there was 6 gates to install a lorong because in Zone A, that's came to 3,173.66. We had already earlier paid, in 2016, we paid 4,600. So total installation costs for all the lorongs of gates for the lorongs was 7,733.66. So the 4,600 was accounted for in the previous accounts, 2016 accounts. So here, this is a loan to Zone B from Zone A, to Zone C, 30,300. Payment to TNB is for electricity bills incurred by the guardhouses. There was an accumulation, okay, because some of the bills didn't come. So when I finally got the bill from Tenaga, I saw an accumulated areas. Petty cash reimbursement, this is for Zone B, Zone C. They reimburse petty cash because of the miscellaneous expenses by the zone coordinators. Then to repair the boom gates was 1,150. Boom gates at B and C were repaired. And then we spent for Raya Gallery 6,000 ringgit was spent. Installation of CCTV and security cameras, 15,180. This is of main account. Electricity connection for Zone C guardhouse was 3,299. And foot tapping and stationary charges 51. So total expenditure was 188,816 for Zone A, resulting in a surplus of 20,967.77, which tallied the bank statement, the closing balance as at 31st December 2017. Right? There was petty cash, but the petty cash was returned. So for the total expenses for Zone B was 122,862.63, and the surplus was 10,339. So go back to the was 10,339.86, which carried the bank statement, and for Zone C was 102,485.12, and the surplus was 4,827.84, which carried the bank statement. For main account was 3,180.72. So total in the bank was 39,316.19. Okay, collection of securities, this is a breakdown. Okay, so total collected was for Zone A 126,850, which carried to the main the expenditure in the main account. Zone B 105,300, Zone C 77,600. So the total was 209,750, which is collected. Next. Okay, I was mentioned, is now note 2 for donations received. Now we received from the Jabatan Perdana Menteri 5,000 ringgit on the 3rd of February 2017 and 18th of May 2017. This basically for the Hari Raya program, 5,000 ringgit. So we got 10,000 for the Zone ABC community activities. Okay. Then for donations for Family Day, these are the companies and individuals who have donated, right? So 70,800. The total donation was 27,800. Here I would like to compliment the efforts made by Mr. Sharik. Sharik did a lot in mobilizing the donations for the Family Day. Next. Sorry, not next. Okay, loan from Zone A to Zone C, as I mentioned. These are the dates that we gave the loan for Zone C. The total was 13,300. As I mentioned just now, we are not able to collect back because the funds that were in that account were just sufficient to pay for the monthly security fees. But we will definitely, once the corrections is reached, already spoken to the Zone C coordinator, there must be a repayment program. And from loan from Zone A to Zone B, 700, this will regularize on 18th of July. Okay, here the Family Day revenue, the breakdown. Revenue from goods, rental of goods 1,004, surplus revenue from Fania 510.35. I think Fania was one responsible for the food goods. Yeah, she coordinated the whole thing for the food. F&B. Okay, net proceeds from community yard sales. I'm sure those who attended the Family Day would have known that, would have seen there was a yard sale that was done. So that was the net proceeds, 3,756. Basically the proceeds from community yard sales, total proceeds received for 6,136. Then there was a cash we had to reimburse Razman to advance some cash to Zarina, who was in charge of the community yard sales. And then there were expenses, various expenses that were incurred, 380, and expenses incurred for charity drive. See, what we did was, from the net proceeds that we did a charity done at an orphanage, 3 orphanages, so we gave them food and all that, right, as part of our community outreach program. Okay, payment to security company, January to December. These are the payments. Total payment made was 338,827.41. Next. Okay, these are family expenses. These are the expenses that are incurred. Payment for school fee of 1,000, purchase of Champions Trophy 890. In fact, part of this, this was contributed by Nima Safira. And payment for tropical jungle inflators was 2,002. Hire of ambulance and medical team 350. Hire lorry and services of workers 300. Hire 2 buses to carry residents from the respective zones to the school, the Sekolah Menengah, 500, and miscellaneous expenses 2,500. Miscellaneous expenses are all the various things that we bought for the and payment to workers to help set up the site and to pay some token fees for them. Okay, so any questions on the 2017 accounts?
Now, ask?
Yes.
Now I ask?
Can you refer to payment to security company January, December 2017 note 5?
Yes.
For Zone A, our average monthly fee is about 8,344. Can you just explain explain why in January we paid 18,000, March 13,000, April 12,000, more than usual.
Okay, there were areas, I mean, we did pay that month because we received the bills late and we paid the full that particular month.
I don't think so because I've been maintaining that for some time. Just that I do not see these figures in my own book.
This is the figures that were done. The checks were issued by me and it is all accounted for. It is payment that was in areas. November, December, it was paid.
I agree if those were paid in January. Alright, all this outstanding paid in January, I agree. Why suddenly in March and April, the thing went up
It's again accumulated. Okay, I can, if you want a breakdown, I can give you a breakdown. I can give you the details, not a problem.
I'd like to see that.
Okay, will do. I will do that. Any other questions?
Good morning. I would just like to refer to the main page from the financial account. The main page. Okay, according to the institution, let me put off the according to the constitution, members that join in the PKCJ, to be a new member, you have to pay 10 ringgit, and the monthly fee is 5 ringgit. So can you please explain where this figure comes into the in your financial report, the 5 ringgit and the 10 ringgit, and how many new members have you collected for 2017? Until June 2018, and how many have you collected for the monthly fee for the whole year of 2017 and until June 2018? And my last question is, from the collection of the 50 ringgit, how much have you deducted for the membership that's supposed to go into the PKCJ main account?
Five ringgit.
Yeah.
Mr. Razman, as a zone coordinator, were you all collecting the 5 ringgit for new members?
Thank you, Safania. It's a good question, and this is a question that we asked when we took over in 2016. So based on what we know, that the membership fee is 10 ringgit and the yuran bulanan is 5 ringgit. And the old committee, I think Rosita is here, yeah? So the old committee were collecting 50 ringgit a month to pay for the security, right? So they were not collecting 5 ringgit or 10 ringgit, they were collecting 50 ringgit per month. And that money was used 100% to be paid for our security, which is exactly what we have done. Yeah, so we can't pay 5 ringgit a month for security. This is something that, I mean, even when I joined this Satuan about 4.5 years ago, I was also paying 50 ringgit a month. Yeah, so anybody here paying 5 ringgit a month?
Now I want to pay lah.
Okay, so anybody here paying 10 ringgit a month? Why don't you stand up and say that I'm paying 10 ringgit a month? Yeah? We are all here, we all know that we are paying 50 ringgit for security.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is quite a confusion here. I was always taught that the 5 ringgit and 10 ringgit as per the constitution, okay, for the membership of the PKCJ, which is separate from security. I always thought that the 50 ringgit that people pay, 5 ringgit goes to the membership and 45 goes to security. So can you confirm whether that's true or not?
Okay, so the 5 ringgit that you pay for membership,
50 lah.
the 5 ringgit, okay, please, I'd like you to answer also something. So what would the 5 ringgit be for? So the 5 ringgit goes into your membership, right?
Yes.
So what's it for?
Like a sinking fund.
Okay.
So 45 ringgit as per the security. I always thought that it was like that because 50 ringgit does not exist in the constitution of PKCJ. Is that correct? Is that correct? It's not correct. You mean in the constitution there is a statement of 50 ringgit?
Yeah, we're not here to argue.
I know, but I'm just asking you,
Okay.
if I read the constitution correctly, which clause is that? Clause 6. 6.1, sumber kewangan perubahan ialah akan masuk RM10, yuran RM5.
Read the 6, the point 6.
No, can I finish that one? Okay, yuran RM5. So does it say anywhere here that is
Read point 6.
jawatan kuasa mempunyai kuasa menetapkan yuran masuk semula. No, I'm not talking about semula, I'm talking about the existing people. Sorry?
Just read the whole thing.
Point 6 talk about yuran masuk semula. I'm talking about
The whole
people
thing.
bagi siapa yang telah membiarkan kerjanya itu lucut di seluruh hutang. So I'm talking about existing members yang tak lucut. I always thought that the 50 ringgit that we pay is for 45 ringgit security and 5 ringgit ahli. Can you please confirm?
Thank you very much. So under our perlembagaan, okay, I would like to, I jawab dulu. So it says here, yuran khas atau kutipan wang daripada ahli-ahli untuk perkara yang tertentu boleh dipungut dengan persetujuan mesyuarat agung ahli-ahli. Sekiranya ada ahli yang mungkin membayar wang yuran tersebut dalam tempoh yang telah ditetapkan, maka wang itu dianggap sebagai hutang yuran bulan. Kan Ustaz, since you were the timbalan pengurusi in the whole committee, maybe you can explain to us what is this 50 ringgit, 5 ringgit and 10 ringgit from the whole committee. Thank you.
I'm involved dalam penubuhan dan juga pendaftaran PKCJ. I the one yang registered persatuan ini dengan PKCJ, and we, the SEK, mengikut perlembagaan standard perlembagaan dalam ROS, and we just change a bit when it comes to the sumber kewangan. Sumber kewangan kita dah tetapkan RM10 as a registration fee. That means for the first member, a new member, you have to pay RM5 and your monthly fee is RM10 and your monthly fee is RM5. Just because that kita punya persatuan adalah persatuan keselamatan, the activity yang kita buat adalah aktiviti keselamatan whereby we engage syarikat keselamatan untuk menjaga keselamatan kawasan perumahan. And with that, kita collect RM50, RM45 actually. That RM50 itu adalah a breakdown of RM5 for kita punya monthly yuran ahli. I think you all still use kita punya registration form where it states clearly there. Pendaftaran pertama RM10 dan kita akan collect RM50 whereby RM5 itu adalah untuk untuk yuran. And then RM10 itu, just because kita tak nak bebankan penduduk, RM10 akan dibayar secara ansuran. Kita tarik daripada that RM50. So sekarang ni, that RM5 actually kita masukkan dalam kita punya main bank, the main bank account untuk pentadbiran bayar photostating, buat all the administration function. So kita tak nak gunakan that RM45 from penduduk, because that RM45 solely for membayar security. And I tak faham kenapa pengurusi boleh kata kami tak collect that RM5. It's already stated dalam registration form where you yourself now are using the same form.
Yeah.
Saya rasa ramai yang keliru it comes
Yeah, I
to
think
here.
there's a confusion because
So
when I
sekarang
took over
ni,
the...
okay, let me finish. I think everybody is confused. Everybody thought RM50 ini adalah you on your yuran bulanan. It's not yuran bulanan. You can be ahli with just RM5 monthly. You can also be non-contributor to the security company. If you don't agree dengan cara jalan security company, like what what we have earlier yang kena rate by immigration, you just on the phone 24 hours and you just forfeit and you still continue with on the phone 24 hours and angkat tangan. And you know what? My cucu, if I were to drive pass through the guard, my cucu angkat tangan tau. Dia boleh ikut the guard and the guard is still on the phone. And we highlighted to ni dulu, but nothing, no action taken. But you all kata your forfeit, but know that you forfeit them every month, they still doing the same thing. Itu saja. I kata I tak mau penduduk sini get confused that 50 ringgit is not meant for yuran tahunan. Like what Tuan Pengurusi says, if you wish to attend this meeting, you have to pay 50 ringgit. No, that's nonsense. You have to pay only 5 ringgit. Kalau you nak jadi ahli and you nak mengundi, you just have to pay 5 ringgit. Like what Tuan Agri is paying. He pays 5 ringgit since 2016. He didn't contribute for the 45 ringgit because dia tak setuju dengan pelantikan security guard. He requested, I remember, he requested for
dia bayar 5 ringgit daripada Ogos. Dia bayar saya satu lamsam.
Tak kisah, tapi
satu lamsam.
Okay.
Last week.
Never mind. Tapi untuk melayakkan dia datang sebagai ahli dan juga melayakkan dia untuk mengundi, dia ada menghantar pada pengurusi untuk membenarkan dia activate balik dia punya keahlian. Tapi pengurusi diam. And bila dia membuat pencalonan, pengurusi terus bising, orang ni tak bayar yuran and then dia boleh jadi calon. Because everybody now semua confused, you know. It's not 50 ringgit yang punya yuran. It's just 5 ringgit. Itu saja yang I betul-betul nak jelaskan because I rasa ramai yang tak tahu sebenarnya. Yeah?
Okay, thank you, Mas. Okay, so
Okay, when I took over as the treasurer, when I look back at the 2015 accounts, and there was no low classification of membership, so how much was allocated. So, you know, that is something that should be addressed from now on. That since it's made very clear that 5 ringgit should be allocated to as admin charge fees, maybe the future treasurer should take note of this, because I followed what was done in the previous accounts.
I think first thing I want to say is I think I feel very, very happy that you can see a lot of arguments going on, which means that people are taking more interest in this community, and I think it's good that a lot of issues are brought up. For example, this $5 and $45 and things, and then maybe the next committee can really help to resolve it. If you need to change the constitution, then you might need to do that so that things are being clarified. Okay, thank you.
Any more questions about the 2015 accounts? If there's no more questions, can I get a yes?
May I make a suggestion?
Use the mic. Use the mic. Everybody wants to hear.
We have the mic in front of you. Instead of people raising your hand.
No, somebody has to say. Nami,
Speakers, can you come up?
Can you state your name and address, please?
I am Jude from 274 Jalan C6. I just wanted to check with on the auditor statement here, the signatory here. I see there's a Mr. Azli Muhammad Ali. I just want clarification. As an independent auditor, is he also one of the signatories for the zone? He's issuing up checks. He's also participating in running the transactions. So I just ask clarification. is it proper for him to be an auditor? He does release the payment and he also audits himself. Can I just ask clarification?
Okay, Razman? Yes, he is a signatory. I think he took over as signatory from Rizan, if I'm mistaken.
So I think it's very proper, so you get another person, a signatory, to audit again.
We will take note of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not proper for him to do the transaction and audit himself and say everything is okay.
He is a signatory for one zone. Just to clarify, he is a signatory for one zone. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I will take note of that. Any other questions? If there are no other questions, yes, please. Yeah. Everybody wants to know who is speaking.
My name is Ashti from Jalan Itu. Follow-up question, regarding the auditor. Normally we would have an external auditor as well, right? So in this case, are we going for external auditor? Because I look at the sum, it's about 400,000 ringgit. It is quite a big sum.
This is something that for the future committee to consider.
Can I propose that?
Auditors can cost money, right? So it's up to the future committee to consider this.
Saya nak menarik perhatian dalam usul awal tadi, ikut perlembagaan. Ada orang kata tak payah ikut perlembagaan, kita boleh buat apa kita suka. This is mana yang perlu statement macam ni dan segala yang diberi 2 minggu sebelum mesyuarat kita diadakan. Barulah kita semua boleh tengok dengan lebih jelas dan nyata. Banyak sikitnya banyak dah komen kita dapatkan. So saya kita tidak berulang lagi lah. Thank you.
Thank you. If there's no other questions, can we get a proposer to adopt the accounts and a seconder? Okay, proposer. State your name, please.
Tina Jalan?
C4. And seconder?
Mr. Muhammad Hafiz, Jalan? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. The accounts are adopted. Clarifications to be made is Colonel Wong's inquiry. I will definitely give you the breakdown, the detailed breakdown for this. Right? And all the suggestions that were made, we will definitely take into consideration. Thank you. Okay, can we go to the next one? I'm going to present to you the 6 months accounts for January to June 2018, just for your info. There you go. So this was 6 months, okay? This is not audited because it's a 6-month accounts, right? So the balance brought forward for Zone A was 20,009. I'll go zone by zone easier, right? Zone A, 20,967 was brought forward from 2017, and the income collected, the monthly dues collected was 55,300. And sale of class stickers was 25 ringgit. Total income for January to June was 55,325, and the total balance is 55,325 plus the carry forward balance to 76,292. Payment to security company 53,689.60, and payment for electricity bills for Zone A and big houses for Zone A was 552.55 cents. And the rest are all bank charges. So the total expenditure was 54,257.33 and surplus is 22,035.44, which tallied in the bank statement. For Zone B, 10,000, the carry forward balance was 10,339.86, monthly dues collected was 61,100 and total was 71,049.86. Payment to security company 53,689.60. Zone payment for electricity bill 1447.80. These are bills that were not paid since 2016. So we got an accumulated bill. We were notified by Tenaga, this was outstanding, so we paid. And then refund, I think about 8 accounts, there were a few accounts that were wrongly credited to Zone B account. It should go into Zone C account. Okay, the residents had wrongly credited to the Zone B account. So we itemized that and credited Zone B and credited Zone C. The 1,006 goes into for Zone C. Okay. The rest are bank balances, the bank charges. So the balance as at 30th June 2018 is 14,686.22. Zone C, carry forward balance 4,827.84. Monthly dues collected 52,300. Sale of gate plates 60. And sale of class stickers 45 ringgit. And total income was 52,405. Total accumulated income is 7,232.84. Payment to security company 53,559.60. And petty cash reimbursement to zone coordinator 500 and the rest of bank charges. So the total expenditure was 54,074.78, resulting in a small surplus of 3,158.06. Okay. Main account, there was not much movement in the income side. The expenditure side, we purchased new gate plates, and 2017, just now I mentioned about 300 ringgit was credited wrongly into Zone C and then refund to Zone B 300 ringgit. So the total expenditure is 3225.59, resulting in a balance of 855.13. Next slide. Okay, these are the breakdown of collections for the companies. We collected 55,300 for Zone A, Zone B 61,100, and Zone C 52,300. Total 168,700. Next slide. Payment to security company. Zone A, total payout 53,689.60. Same in Zone B, Zone C 53,559.60. The total of 160,938.18. Next slide. Okay, these are the payments in the month of June. I want to clarify the breakdown of payments to security companies in the month of June. Okay. These are for services incurred during the month of May. Okay. Payment to Kawalan Teguh Perkasa for May 1st to May 23rd. Okay, these are dates. We paid the invoice was for 6,292.80, but we charged a penalty for 2 days because there was no gas for 2 days. So it was 547.20. So this is for Zone A. So net we paid KTP was 5,745.60. Then there was security services that were brought in by Razman and Kisah. So and they wanted payment, so we gave them an advance of 1,000 ringgit for services provided between 26th and 31st May, 1,000. And payment again, another payment was made on the 5th of June for another 1,000. Then payment made to Umar Multi Ventures for security services provided from 1st June to 13th June. But we earlier paid to Razman 1,000, so So we deducted, the net amount was 3432, but I mean the gross amount, the net amount is 2432. And payment to, this is for the final week that it was already finished, they stopped the services on 20th of June, and so it's 1848. So total payout for June, during the month of June, for May was 12,025 and 60 cents. Next slide. Same thing for Zone B. Zone C, slightly less because of the penalty that the zone coordinator charged about 90 ringgit for the final bills to Umar Multi-Ventures. Okay, so the total payout was 25,986.80. Right? Next slide. So this is the payout. Kawalan Teguh, the breakdown, Kawalan Teguh Perkasa, 5475.60, so we paid total of 70,000. Umar Multi-Ventures, 3,000. I think this is part of the money was advanced back to resign, because we didn't know the company was resigned. So resign paid out to the company. Total payout was 30,236, and actual billing, this is for May, for May. So actual billing from them, I received the actual bill from Umar after we done the payout. Okay, so there was an adjustment. Actually for the period 26 May to 31st May, it's supposed to be 792, but we paid 1,000. So there's they overpaid by 208. But for Zone B, they charge 1,452, whereas I gave them a payment of 1,000. So there's a sub 452. And for Zone C, 1,000, but the actual billing was 726, so 274. So this amount will be, the Zone B will be debited 482 ringgit, and amounts credited to Zone 8, 108, and Zone B. So to adjust, to do the adjustment, because we overpaid for Zone A and Zone C, whereas we underpaid for Zone B. So that'll be adjusted. Okay. Any questions?
Again from Jalan A2, looking at Nota 2,
Can you go back to Larila? Can you go back?
I see Zone A payment to Kawalan Teguh 1st May to May 23rd, 6,200.
Not 2, is it? Not 2.
No, same Zone A. Zone A.
I know, not 2, is it?
For May, and then Zone B 6,000, and Zone C is another 6,000. Now I was told by the chairman's WhatsApp that Kawalan Teguh were harboring illegal workers, right? So I think we terminated them, which is good. Now my question is, if we terminated them, and we know that they are harboring illegal workers, why are we paying them the 6,000? Because it's illegal. They are having illegal worker. So hang on, let me finish. So the contract is null and void. So it's a breach of contract. We should stop their payment.
Okay.
Because I assume that you pay not in May but in June, right?
Yeah.
Please, huh?
Okay. Razman, I think the question is about illegal workers. It will be addressed at the
Sorry?
It will be addressed at the USU.
USU? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, if not, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Secretary and Mr. Chairman, MSP members, and my neighbors. Good morning to you all. I will be going through this short evaluation of the process of evaluating the security companies. Before I proceed, I just want to make a disclaimer. I was asked to do this tabulation, and I have no interest at all in any of the 12 companies that have submitted a proposal. And the proposals were given to me by the Secretary, and based on the proposals, the information was extracted and tabulated against the criteria that was agreed by the EXCO. And for each of those criteria, scoring were given so that we can then rank them according to the scores. So I'm going to go through the process so that you know that there is a proper methodology that I know best that we have done in order to select the companies that is able to give some good services to us. So the process that I'm going through is, first I will show you the 12 companies who have submitted the proposals, and then we'll just very briefly preview on the methodology that was adopted, and then the scoring scheme that we have adapted for this purpose, and then we'll show you the scoring results. And based on the scoring results, the recommendation that was made. And after the recommendation was made, it was submitted to the selection committee. Next one. To the selection committee, who then make their recommendation. And with the recommendation and the scoring results, the EXCO sat and decided that they agree with the recommendation and selected the security companies. So that's in brief the whole process that we have gone through. Okay, next. Now these are the 12 companies that have submitted their proposals to the Secretary, and the proposals were given to me. And as I have said just now, we do not, or I and the selection committee do not have any dealings with these companies. We do not meet any of the people from these companies. We only evaluated based on the information that we can get from their proposals and from their quotations. And the code given is so that when we do the tabulations, we only know by code. We do not know the company name. We don't even know which company it comes from. The information is tabulated against the code, and the code given was A to L. Next. Okay, how did we do it? We adopted a methodology that I know best, because this evaluating of quotations, proposals, and so on, it's part and parcel of my my job when I was still working. So using that and adapted it for this purpose, what we do is we first agree on the criteria first. We don't even look at the quotation. What are the criteria that we want to use in order to evaluate these proposals? And there were 8 criteria that we have agreed with the ESCO members. First is legality, whether they have a valid license from Kementerian Dalam Negeri, and then the next most important thing is whether we can afford to pay or not. So the price becomes the second criteria. And then the commitment. Commitment here is, in addition to just providing security guards, what else are they committed to do in order to improve the securities of Zone A, B, and C? The experience that they have, whether they have experience in doing security services in residential areas, or are they just security guards to, for banks or for corporate companies? Yeah. And then whether they can provide 12 guards, because we are looking at 4 for each zone, A, B, C, so we need a total of 12. And whether they have 12 guards that they can deploy on day 1. The other one we look at is accommodation, whether they have accommodation for these guards near to Melawati or in Melawati. Okay? And ability to deploy, because at that time the temporary company has already been terminated, and we need these guards to be deployed immediately, and whether they can do that or not. And then any other terms that this company specify. Any other terms is, like an example is, they need, when you need to sign up the services, they need minimum 12 months or minimum 6 months. Yeah, that kind of conditions they put in. Okay, next. Now, this is important as to ensure the integrity of the scoring. What we did was, for each of the criteria, against it, we have the scores that are to be given. The first one is legality. If they don't have a license, we score them 1. And if they have a license, valid license, we score them 5. For pricing, as you see, it's important for us because we have to make sure that we can afford to pay. And therefore, there's a range of pricing that these companies have given us. So if they are priced above 36,000 per month for the 3 zones, then they are scored 1. Then if they are below 30,000, then they are scored 5. They got more points. And then in between, we spread it accordingly. Commitment, if there's no information that talks about any commitment other than just security services, they score 1. But if they have said something about committing to do something extra for us, then they will score 5. Experience, again, non-residential, if it's just purely on commercial properties or commercial business, then it's 1. But if they have residential plus commercial, then they get 5. If they are able to provide 12 guards, again, there are various combinations. Some of them can give 12 local guards. Some of them can give 6 local guards plus 6 Nepalese guards. And some of them can say, I can give you 12 Nepalese guards. So again, the score are given according to what they can provide. Accommodation, if they have no accommodation near to Melawati or nearby this area, they get a 1. And if they have accommodation in Melawati or they have even own properties in Melawati, they will get a higher score. Ability to provide the guards immediately, again, they will get a 1 if they need 30 days lead time. If they need 2 weeks lead time, they get a 2. And if they can deploy immediately when you say go, they get a 5. Other terms, as I said just now, some of them have actually specified minimum 1 year. Otherwise, they are not going to talk to you. That means when you sign up with that company, you have to sign up for 12 months minimum. So again, they will score a 1 if they have that kind of condition. But if they have other terms, they either score a 2 or they score a 5. Okay, now I will just show you the tabulation, but I'm not going to go through. Okay, next one. No, sorry, this one was spreadsheet. Correct. So give me a minute. No. Thank you. No. Wait. Just forgot. Just a moment, just give me a moment. Oh, I see.
Obviously, he's doing IT.
Sorry, something wrong with the computer. Okay, this is a spreadsheet. In fact, we tabulated all the 12 companies across the spreadsheet, and then the 8 criteria are listed down on the vertical side. And for each of the informations that are obtained from the proposal, they are listed on the spreadsheet. And then the scores are given, as you can see the score, against the informations that we were able to obtain from the proposal. Okay, now with these spreadsheets, the result is actually shown on the next screen. Okay, just go. Okay. Just go to the. You see the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Initially, they only show as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay.
It's gone.
You need a techie to operate this. Okay? Oh, we get put. Yes. Okay, you see that raise force initially is only C, but after we have tabulated it, then we put the actual name because it's the actual name that we are interested in. And you can see the criteria are listed on the left hand side, and then the information that we got from the proposals is then listed on the next column next to the criteria. Say price per month is, let's say C, for the column C you see 32,000, then it's got a 3. Commitment, no information given, then it's got a 1. Yeah. Okay, experience, non-residential. Okay, then it's got a 1. If they have condominium and commercial, it's got a 4. Okay, so the scoring are based on the information that we have got, and using this spreadsheet, then we go to the next screen. Oh, you can get rid of this spreadsheet first. You have to close the tutup. No, next. Okay. No? This is tabulated from the spreadsheets, the result from the spreadsheet. Okay, so we translated the A, B, C to L into the actual name, and those are the actual gross score. And based on this score, then we make our recommendation. Next one. Okay, this is the recommendation based on the score. Purely on the score, we recommended that they look at appointing Z Force to provide the security services. Next. And the scoring sheets together with the recommendation were given to the selection committee. And these are the people who sit in the selection committee. Okay, we have Charles, we have Chiu, we have Liu, Major Chong, Sai Mukti, and Sunil. Now they are selected based on their previous experience. They either have experience in the police, or in the army, or in the security services. And we get them to look at the evaluation, the scoring, and the recommendation. And these are the recommendations that they have come back with. Next. And tabulated for the EXCO considerations on the 25th of June. I will show you the recommendation from the selection committee after this. But the EXCO. EXCO sits on the 25th of June and unanimously approved to appoint ZFOS as the company to provide security services for A, B, and C. Okay, let's have a look at the selection committee's comment. Charles, okay, this is what Charles said. Agree. Next. Chiu, ex-senior police officer. Agree. Liu, security officer. Agree with ZFOS. Next. Major Chong. Okay, Major Chong has made some recommendation, including talking to the referrals, which we have done as well, which I will play out the tape recording of the interview. Next. Bukti, again, agreed. Sunil, agreed. Next. Okay, now this, after having done this evaluation, we were asked, or I was asked to contact at least two reference sites and talk to the people at the sites. Okay, so I have selected one from Emerald Peridot Rawang. This is a residential area. It's a landed properties with guards. And his name is Dr. Akash. He is a deputy chairman. I've spoken to Mr. Sudhir, committee member of a condominium. Again, it is related. It's residential. It's people. Okay, let's play the first one. Let's play Anyway, these are the actual recording. Okay, we are proving that we have actually spoken to the people, and it is actually what they said. It's not what I say or not what the committee said. And they have highly recommended because they are very satisfied with the services provided. Next. Okay, and that's all about the whole evaluation process. And of course, we have already started using the new company, and there are still some shortcomings, weaknesses, because they are using all the locals, which we are trying to overcome. But hopefully, with the help of all the residents giving feedback, and then we can actually communicate directly with the company so that they can actually improve their services. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so now we have we've gone up to number 4 of our notice Dr. Agong. Okay, so now pass back to Rina. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Insya. Yes. Please come if you need to say something.
name is Wong from A2. I must congratulate Mr. Kim Jian for the excellent presentation. And I must congratulate the committee if they followed through this process word by word. I would now like to explain to you, Z-Force was the company that we contracted to do the security. Z-Force used company name Kawalan Teguh to claim the expenses every month just because we did not want to pay GST. So Z-Force and Kawalan Teguh are the one and same company. This company was the company who employed illegal guard, which was taken away by immigration last year. 2 days later,
Can I ask the committee that the committee knows that Kawalan Teguh is an illegal company? Does the committee know?
Hang on. To answer that question quickly, yes, they know. Because I was tasked to chair a meeting by the chairman to review the conditions before contract signing last year. Now, I forgot the train of thought. Now,
Z-Force.
yeah, Z-Force. So 2 days after the guards were taken away, Z-Force company said resign. Now I'm asking, were they penalized for resigning, for not completing the contract? If they were penalized, how much was it? We would like to know. Secondly, instead of blacklisting the company, why are we re-engaging in Z-Force again for our security? Were the evaluators aware of this fact? It's not. Please explain. Thank you. And another thing, sorry. As at today, please don't forget I live right in front of the guardhouse. I see everything that goes on there. Up to today, Z-Force does not have enough guards. In the last 2 weeks, there have been 5 turnovers of a day guard. Every day a different guard comes. In the afternoon he quits, next day he disappears. This has happened 5 times. And when I asked all these people why they do that, they said, I want the daily pay. Of course, we cannot afford to give them. Okay? But this is the situation. They are not ready. They don't have the guards. At the moment, there's only 1 day guard and 1 night guard. Occasionally, somebody comes from C, sitting there for half an hour to give the impression to a casual passerby that there are 2 guards on duty. So I'm asking now, why are we engaging Z-Force again? Why is the committee so partial to them? Thank you.
I'd like to know about a person in Z-Force. Can I ask the committee a clarification? In 2017, was the supervisor, Mr. Ajit Pal, part of Z-Force? Was he part of Z-Force? No. And he was part of Kawalan Teguh. How did Z-Force pass the contract to an illegal, non-KDN licensed company? Maybe because of GST, but if the committee knows, isn't it irresponsible to pay to an illegal company having undocumented and illegal people? And Mr. Ajit, if he's with Kawalan Teguh, can I ask a question? Is he now still with Z-Force? I'm seeing him giving instructions to the guards. Can I check, is Mr. Ajit with Z-Force? No.
Let's first answer Mr. Wong's question. When we took over in 2016 August, A had 4 guards, B had 4 guards, and C had 2 guards. Yeah? So when I took over, A was paying 6 ringgit something, B was paying 6 ringgit something, and C was paying 6 ringgit something. So C only had 2 guards and they only had 2 night guards. Yeah? And A and B had 4 guards. We all know, including Mr. Wong, that we needed more participation from Zone C. Yeah, I think from that participation, Mr. Duke has recently become a member. Yeah. Because he pays 50 ringgit a month and not 80 or 90 or 100 ringgit a month. So we needed to make sure that Zone C was also guarded and protected. Yeah, we needed to make sure that there were 4 guards. Kawalan Teguh Perkasa is not Z-Force. Z-Force is not Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Kawalan Teguh Perkasa doesn't have a KDN license. Now we know that, right? And Z-Force has a KDN license. I just want to make it clear that last year we already planned to increase. That means, we already knew that we had to stop paying 5 ringgit 50 cents. We already knew that we needed to start paying the legal fee and get a legal company to do things properly, because we knew that we had enough members already. Zone C had already enough members. Zone C, from having 67 members, now have 187 members. And Zone C, at the end of the day, in 2 years from today, Zone C will have the most number of members, because Zone C has 464 houses. Zone A has 200 over, and Zone B has 200 over. The person sitting here as chairman in 2 years' time will probably come from Zone C, because they will be the largest, and they will be the people that will be looking after us also. So that means we will be probably borrowing from them, who knows. Okay? So whatever decision that was made in 2017, it was with y'all at our heart. Okay, there's no conniving, there's no thinking of, we just wanted to make sure that y'all were in our heart. Okay, now for Mr. Wong saying that there are 1 guard, 2 guard, 1 guard, 2 guard, yes, we are taking note of that every day. The reason is because we want to deploy Nepalese guards, right? So in the interim, before the Nepalese guards can come, the Nepalese guards can't just come in 24 hours. So for Zone A, we know that we're going to get 2 already coming already. So those 2 will take over the temporary guards that are already there. So if we are going to continue telling them that, okay, we're going to have 4 permanent, that 4 guys are not going to stay in Zone A. Okay, so I hope you'll get a bit So in Zone C, we've also talked about the Nepalese guards already. With 187 people paying, we have enough money to pay for 2 Nepalese and 2 locals. We've already discussed that already before that. Okay, the Nepalese guards again are not going to be, so disciplined like robot. You ask them to run, they run. You ask them to crawl, they crawl. They're still human beings. All the guards are human beings. Okay, so I hope I've answered Mr. Wong and Josh.
Can you explain why change from Z-Force to Kawalan Teguh?
We didn't change from Z-Force to Kawalan Teguh. We took Kawalan Teguh. The contract
never took Z-Force before.
No, the contract was signed with Kawalan Teguh. Correct or not, Mr. Wong? Was the contract signed with Kawalan Teguh?
After review Z-Force certification.
Yes, it's okay. But I want to know, if we signed the contract with who?
It's not okay. It's not okay. Because nobody reviewed Kawalan Teguh. Yes.
Can you please confirm why was this illegal company re-employed and gave your quotations? I checked with Mr. Liu, one of the select committees, and he told me it was done through the WhatsApp. I can see from your thing. Was there a meeting where they really sat down and did it? And another question, who was in the committee? I checked with Arshad when he in the expo was not even there. Can you clarify, please?
Can you ask Mr. Arshad whether he was invited for the expo meeting?
I was on the way from Perak to KL, but stuck in the traffic jam due to the accident in Selangor, so I missed that meeting. Sorry for that. So I didn't attend the meeting. I did not attend the meeting because I failed to reach on time from Perak. I think few from P6 know about my journey there. Thank you. So I was not involved. Can we please not call that EXCO? There is no EXCO in the Persatuan. Just AJK, simple.
illegal company re-employed Z-Force? Okay, then now...
The company before this was a company called Kawalan Teguh Perkasa.
So he mentioned that it was the selected company was Z-Force, which the license. So you are making
Kawalan
payment.
Teguh Perkasa was the company we signed the contract with previously.
So why
We
this?
have not signed any contract with Z-Force previously.
Okay, now
the company is Z-Force.
So you're paying your payments are to who?
To Z-Force.
To Z-Force.
Current company is Z-Force.
So they
the
have
1st of July.
They have some. Well, your first thing was to
Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. The contract was signed.
Is it the
The contract was signed with Kawalan Teguh Perkasa.
Okay, can you explain please?
Kawalan Teguh Perkasa is the same company with Z-Force.
Okay.
Saksi hidup masa mesyuarat itu ialah saya tinggal pasti saya chair the meeting ataupun Colonel Wong. Saya, Colonel Wong, Rizan, saya tak sure Mr. Suda ada. Semasa presentation dia buat ada dua company. Saya tak ingat satu lagi company-nya nama apa. Yang satu lagi ialah Z-Force. Ada proposal, kalau tak silap saya bukunya berwarna merah. Terdapat di dalam tu whatever KDN license, insurance guarantee, bla bla bla. So based on paper, kita pilih daripada dua itu, kita pilih Z-Force. Macam mana Kawalan Teguh datang kemudian itu Chairman dah explain.
So you pilih Z-Force
Okay, so thank you. So we signed the contract with Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Okay, good.
But the committee chosen PKZ.
We heard ourselves that the chairman said Z-Force was never involved from the start in February 2017. Here's the proof of WhatsApp group allegedly created by Mr. Chairman of Z-Force. It was created, excuse me, because I posed a better inquiry, not a single reply or a single answer on each question because we want clarification. Excuse me, okay. Mr. Chairman said on 14 February last year, today at 7 p.m. Z-Force starts. Okay, I didn't write this. The physical evidence you can get it from certain people that I can name. Alright, this is clear enough. And then why a WhatsApp group under the name of Z-Force was created? He said just a few minutes ago, Mr. Chairman said that Z-Force was never in the picture. But the WhatsApp group was created on, I'm not sure, I have to check. Use my movie box. It was created somewhere in February, maybe around 9 February, I guess. I have to check, but this is the attachment I got. Okay. And then he specifically mentioned under the Z-Force WhatsApp group, Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Let me quote. Excuse me. Okay, the introduction was on 9 February. Hello everyone, this is the WhatsApp group for communication between my persatuan ABC in Taman Melawati and Kawalan Teguh Perkasa under Z-Force WhatsApp name. Okay, Razman, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sharif. And thank you for your letter that I received on the 16th of July. I think that the best decision that we should all make is that we allow the next committee to decide on their security needs. Is that okay? So,
But can you answer the question first?
yeah. So,
can you answer his question?
PKCJ signed a contract with Kawalan Teguh.
Then why do you open the PKZ WhatsApp group?
Z-Force WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
You got to ask him because...
No, you open it, not him. Come on.
Sorry, lah.
You don't know why you open a WhatsApp group under PKZ, under Z-Force. You don't know.
The question is, which you all have asked is, who did we sign a contract with initially, right? And that was with Kawalan Teguh Perkasa.
But according to Kendall Wap, the selection was given to PKZ. Somebody changed it to
So that
Kawalan
means
Teguh.
the contract was changed from Z-Force to Kawalan Teguh.
Yes. No. The selection was Z-Force, but it was given to Kawalan Teguh. We want to know why.
Signed the contract with Z-Force.
So are you saying that the selection is different than the award?
Of course, we signed the contract with Kawalan Teguh.
So the selection, is it Kawalan Teguh or Z-Force?
Kawalan Teguh. Okay, so I suggest that the new committee.
No. You're talking about the past, Mr. Chairman. You have to be accountable.
Yes.
So now the question is, why is it? Because it's public money. Why is it that?
Come here.
No, I can short enough. Masti again, I have about 20 years of contract administration experience. Okay, now the question that I've been asking to Mr. Razman is this. From the knowledge that I get from the selection committee in 2017, the award of the job was selected by the committee to PKZ. Z-Force. Okay, it was given to Z-Force. However, the award was given to Kawalan Teguh. We just want to ask, Mr. Chairman, why? That's all. It's a simple question, but you have been eluding that question. Okay, I can answer. No, it's okay,
So, A, B, and C were paying 9,000. A and B were paying 9,000 over. Okay, 6 ringgit something. So we had to change from QGS to another company that we could afford. Okay? And we could only afford 5 ringgit 50 cents. You have seen my video. Go on. And from there, we made a decision to take a company that we could afford. Well, guys.
Yes, but check this one. So I'm saying that, no, my question is this. Colonel Wong was the selection committee, and he has told me that the award was supposed to be given to PKZ, but somehow along the way, it was changed. Sorry, it was supposed to be by Z-Force. But along the way, even though the selection committee chose PKZ, somehow along the way, they changed it to Kawalan Teguh. And that's one point. Number two, it becomes even stranger because you can see that PKZ now comes out again. Sorry, Z-Force. In the new award, this time around, they gave back to the old original selected committee by whoever. Now, I'm a contract person. Okay? Whenever a mistake happens, there's only two things that happens. It's either one is that it is a very big mistake by the selection committee, or two, there's collusion. And I've been asking this from you for many, many weeks. You have eluded me twice. I've asked you to come and see me, you refused. So now you ask me to mention it in the AGM, I'm mentioning it now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
There are many questions in my letter inquiry. Of course, not a single question has been answered. But I ask again, okay, this is my question. Is it true that Kawalan Teguh Perkasa with the company registration number, blah 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 blah, allegedly a dormant company? But this is upon our checks. And the most important thing that Mr. Chairman still yet to answer is, if the contract was awarded to Kawalan Teguh Perkasa Senior Berhad, please, if PKCJ Committee could explain to us why a WhatsApp group under the name allegedly created by PKCJ Chairman with the subject of Z-Force in February 2017. We would like to hear.
Yes, we want to hear. Chairman must be open, transparent.
What was the question again? Why? So again, we gave the contract to Kawalan Teguh.
Even though the selection was to Z-Force.
And the contract, the selection was given to Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. And the contract that was signed by the Persatuan, irregardless of whatever allegations that our Mr. Sharif is doing. So, for me is that you all are asking who did we give the contract to. So the contract was given to Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Thank you.
Did you check whether it's a KDN license? Only KDN licensed company can run security firms. From a KDN licensed company, Z-Force, why did you award it to an illegal company that doesn't have a KDN license? Can you answer this, Mr. Chairman?
At that time, we were unaware that we needed a KDN license.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
So sorry.
You're not doing your job. How can you say that? Come on, this is like Najib, man.
Tuan-tuan, I know it's getting very long. Saya mohon maaf. Tapi soalan-soalan yang ditujukan semuanya berkaitan dengan keselamatan kita. Dan apabila kita bertanya kepada komiti, please be transparent supaya kita jangan buat kesilapan yang sama seperti mana tuan-tuan dengar. Tapi kita dituduh ada interest. Kita ditakutkan dengan laporan polis. Saya bersama-sama dengan Puan Nurbaya, Puan Rosita, Tuan Haji Fadil telah mulakan untuk adakan security masa kita mula-mula tubuhkan. Dari awal kita mempunyai banyak masalah dari segi kutipan. Masalah yang paling besar kita hadapi adalah dari zon C. Okay. Dan hari ini selepas laporan kewangan dibentangkan, kita pun nampak masalah yang sama berlarutan dari zon C, iaitu 13,000 lebih telah dipinjamkan dari zon A ke zon C. Dan ikut cash flow yang terkini, C hanya ada 3,000 lebih ringgit cash flow untuk pembayaran selanjutnya. Itu adalah accounts yang telah dibentangkan tadi. So semasa kita mulakan projek security ini dan sebagai satu insentif kepada zon C untuk kita membantu mereka, yes, kita telah pinjamkan duit, tapi dengan syarat dia meningkatkan ahli dia dengan cepat dan kutipan datang dengan sehat. Dan kita telah beritahu bahawa kita tidak boleh gunakan atau kurangkan kualiti pengawal di zon A dan zon B yang telah melaksanakan bayaran dengan sempurna. So kita memberi pilihan pada zon C seperti mana chairman kata, hanya ada guard siang ataupun malam, you pilih. So kita telah beri pilihan pada zon C, tapi selepas kita buat kajian keselamatan fizikal ke atas zon C, kes-kes yang lampau, pecah curi gila dan sebagainya, kita syorkan pada penduduk zon C bahawa kita employ guardian ikut masa-masa yang dipersetujui. Jadi apa yang telah berlaku kepada kita semua hari ini, seperti mana diakui oleh chairman kita tadi, bahawa kualiti security kita terpaksa diturunkan untuk bagi zon C pengawal siang dan malam. Kita adalah jiran, kita jaga tetangga betul, tetapi perlu kita berfikir betul-betul apa yang telah diutarakan tadi. Ya, pertama sekali memberi satu syarikat yang tidak mempunyai KDN license, lebih-lebih lagi employ illegal guards adalah satu kesalahan jenayah. Dan ada komuniti di tempat-tempat lain telah diherit ke mahkamah. You are like employing illegals yourself because you are paying the tip. Itu yang pertama. So kita tidak nak perkara itu berulang. Sebab itu kita minta ketelusan yang kita tidak diberikan. Jadi apa yang tuan-tuan dan puan-puan dengar hari ini jelas. So apa yang berlaku sekarang? Pertama sekali, seperti mana saudara kita telah maklum, kalau Z-Force telah dijemput untuk masuk selepas QDS diterminatkan, Kenapa Z-Force tidak di blacklist dan dibenarkan masuk sekolah? Saya rasa kalau select committee telah dimaklumkan dengan betul, saya rasa keputusan hari ini akan berbeza.
Yes.
Kita perlu ingat bahawa tujuan PKC ditujukan pada awalnya ialah untuk keselamatan. Puan Nurbayang sendiri kena, rumah dia kena samun, ada yang kena ikat dan sebagainya. Adakah kita nak berterusan? Kita telah dikatakan transparansi dalam pilihan tadi. Saya nak tanya, semasa semua quotation datang ini, siapa scheduling committee dia? Saya dimaklumkan tadi sekretari kita. Saya nak tahu, dia tahu tak tugas scheduling committee? Maknanya bahawa semua benda itu tidak boleh dibuka. Jadi saya nak tanya, apabila pricing semua dihantar oleh syarikat-syarikat ni, bila dibuka? Bila dibuka? Sebab kalau dihantar melalui email dan sebagainya, saya kalau masuk, saya akan masuk last minute lah, supaya saya, kalau saya kenal lah. So tuan-tuan, before I'm condemned by the chairman, kenapa saya tolak jadi committee, selection committee, saya jelaskan. Inilah integriti yang dibina kami dalam Angkatan Tentera. Kalau kita rasa-rasa ada kawan kita yang masuk dalam kontrak ataupun akan masuk dalam kontrak, ya, akan masuk dalam kontrak, kita withdraw sendiri. Chairman minta saya jadi, tapi saya withdraw sebab saya dimaklumkan ada bekas general yang akan masuk. Sebab tu saya withdraw, sebab saya nak telus. Saya tak nak ada isu-isu timbul kemudian hari, ya. Tapi apa yang berlaku, kami dituduh dan kami diancam dengan laporan polis. Saya rasa sebagai penduduk yang membuat pembayaran, ya, penduduk yang membuat pembayaran yang tidak pernah menyoalkan integriti komiti. Buka semua WhatsApp, saya pun ada. Saya pun print semua WhatsApp. Macam saudara Syarinan tadi, saya pun print semua WhatsApp. Tak ada satu WhatsApp pun saya mempersoalkan integriti. Saya hanya minta ketelusan. Dan hari ini rasa apa yang disebut oleh Colonel Wong tadi tentang pemilihan syarikat yang pertama, terutama sekali Kawalan Teguh tidak memasukkan event quotation, telah diberi. So kita perlu harus berwaspada perkara ini. Duit tuan-tuan, duit boleh cari, tetapi keselamatan tuan-tuan dan keluarga tuan-tuan tidak boleh dikompromi. Sekian, terima kasih. Thank you.
No, you have to answer the question, sir. You cannot just leave it like that.
The question that you have asked, and I'm answering again.
Okay, that's what, if you want to read out like this, let me make it clear. Second, Madam Secretary, can you please minute? Okay, that there were a few questions. I see 4 questions here that was asked that the chairman has refused to answer. Number 1, why set up Z-Force if you award it to Kawalan Teguh? Why did you form a WhatsApp group under Z-Force if you say that it is an award to Kawalan Teguh? Second, third one, why was the select committee award to Z-Force but you award it to Kawalan Teguh? I think that was a repetition, am I? The third one, which is what I guess just now, which Mr. Sorry, your name is Mr. Kim Seong said he wants to answer, but he has not. Why did you pay the 18,000 ringgit in May? If you know they are illegals, you shouldn't pay. Yet you pay them 18,000 ringgit in May, knowing that these are illegal people. Do you know or not, if we were caught, if they rape a person in Jalan ABC and the victim make a suit, the persatuan will be in danger. This is very serious. I don't see you all are aware. Okay, I understand the fact that you want to maintain the price, but you cannot do illegal things, sir. Illegal is illegal. We have laws. That's why we have KDN. I'm sorry, sir, but you made a big blunder in this, and you have to own up. You have to explain. And lastly, I want to ask, which I ask again. Having said everything by Colonel Wong about Z-Force, why are we awarding to them again now? I don't understand. There's hundreds of security guards in Malaysia, and the best the so-called committee can give is the same company that was rejected in the first place. I'm sorry, sir. As a 25-year-old experience in contract management, this is collusion or a very, very big mistake. There's no other excuse. So if you refuse to answer this question, at least have it minuted, because maybe Ross may be interested in this kind of questions, or maybe even the police. Thank you, sir.
So, can we carry on?
You don't want to answer? You're not answering?
So you're not answering?
You don't want to answer?
So my answer to you all again is the contract in 2017, February, was signed with Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Thank you.
So you're admitting liability now to employ illegal.
We do not employ any guards.
No, that
We
that is the law.
Then why pay 18,000?
Law,
Yes, please answer.
Then why pay 18,000? I don't understand.
It's our money. We need to know.
I want my money back.
Yes, we are the residents. We want our money back. We
Come on.
have answered.
No wonder Haji Fadil only paid 5
Can
ringgit.
we now decide, because for the next committee, can we now decide for the next committee to do whatever is necessary to ensure that we have proper security? Can we move on? And also, the current company that we have, the termination is 30 days. Yeah, so anytime the new committee can terminate.
Push the blame to the new committee.
No, there's no blame for the new committee. The new committee can move on. Thank you.
Okay, before we go into moving on, can I ask for a vote of no confidence? This is becoming ridiculous. Can we, Madam Secretary, is there room for a vote of no confidence in this forum? Let's be open. I think this thing has gone too much, too far.
Yes.
People who are in the know, you know, you are not, by not answering, you are proving all our allegations to be true.
Yeah.
I'm very sad to say this, Mr. Chairman. I'm very sad.
Okay, Mr. Hajji,
Yes,
we have
sir.
taken note. I've minuted whatever you've said. Thank you very much. So can we do this word of comments later, because we're going to have the pembubaran and then pelantikan.
He said during the AGM he will answer this. We want this answered. We are the fake residents. Yes.
Can we have a vote? No confidence.
Can we have a vote of no confidence?
You can calculate how many people believes what you say.
We want this answered or a vote of no confidence. This cannot go on because you said this platform is for us to answer the questions and you will answer all the questions.
This vote of confidence is for what?
Whether he should remain as a chairman or not.
As I said, we're going to have the pembubaran. Let's do it proper. The vote of confidence is not stated in the perlembagaan.
Then answer.
Let's do it properly. Okay, we just follow what is there in the perlembagaan. If you feel you don't want to vote, fine, you do it after this. You have the platform to do it. And can we just follow, because we are actually behind time?
Because he's not answering
After
the
this is the
question.
episode.
Just answer the question. That's all. It's 5 questions. Yes, no answer. What's so difficult, Mr. Chairman? Because if you don't answer, can
Alright,
we
excuse
assume-
me. Okay. We have asked, Sharif has written a letter. We have asked many questions in A, B and C, asking for all these answers. Chairman, we asked to meet separately. He refused to meet. He refused to answer our questions. He said, do it during the AGM.
He took me out of
it's
the
platform.
WhatsApp group.
You have to answer this question
Yes.
to the residents who are paying. Please answer before we move on. That's it.
The 5 questions, sir. Come on. Show your manhood.
Sure. Come on. You
5 questions. You cannot answer. I'm so sorry.
We are not moving on.
I don't understand.
We residents.
Come on.
Alright, okay. Alright.
You're chairman now. You know, come on.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, so let's show hands for votes of no confidence. Right, for votes? Yes? Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, start now before we bubarkan. Okay, anybody here? Bahasa, okay. My bahasa is not so good. Okay, kita akan bukakan undi usul
Tidak percaya.
ketidakpercayaan. Right, is that right? Usul ketidakpercayaan. Dan kita akan kirakan undi. Okay? Right? Is it okay everybody?
Yes.
Okay, can we have a show of hands?
No confidence. Yang mana?
For no confidence.
Confidence.
Can somebody come please? No confidence. Can somebody come please? Sudah, can you please come? And we have Julie to come second time. One house, one vote. One household, one vote, yeah? $35. Really, did you count 35 also? Okay, we have 35 votes. Now kita pergi against the motion. Siapa yang tak setuju? Siapa yang tidak setuju dengan usul ni? Siapa yang tidak setuju that there is no confidence in the chairman?
Tak setuju. No.
Siapa yang tidak setuju? Siapa yang sokong chairman? Senang sikit.
Sorry, one house, one vote.
One house, one vote, yeah?
It's okay, don't wait.
Yang setuju dan tidak setuju abstain, yang di atas pagar. Yang berkecuali, yang tak mau. Berkecuali. Satu. Alright, so I shall announce now. Vote of non-confidence yang tidak kepercayaan pada chairman 39 orang. Dan yang percaya pada chairman 32 orang. Dan yang tak termasuk ini 1 orang. Seorang saja.
Can you repeat again, please?
So, pardon?
Please repeat again.
Repeat, okay. Sesiapa ahli yang tidak ada kepercayaan pada chairman, kita ada seramai 39 orang. Ahli-ahli yang percaya pada chairman, kita ada 32 orang. Ahli yang tak ada dua-dua, yang just alone, tak masuk, ya, seorang. Ya, so what should it I want to announce the
Should the
result.
chairman resign now then?
So okay, so now we know that there's votes of no confidence chairman. It has got majority. So which means in the next one, akan bila dibubarkan, we will find a new chairman.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
No.
That is wrong. No. Because no confidence
He has to resign immediately. Then semua bubar. Terus dia buat because we don't have any more confidence.
Okay. Now.
Okay, thank you very much, and we must respect the people's voice, yeah, those who attended today. So, thank you very much, yeah, and that's it. Thank you.
So you resign?
Oh, and sorry, and I resign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that is minuted. Yeah, so now chairman will leave the hall.
I can leave now.
Okay, chairman will leave the hall. Okay, he can be around. Okay, all right, we're fine. Okay, any other proposals? No?
Now who
Okay, now we will officially, kita akan resmi. Hello? Okay. Okay, Syarin?
My resolution, the 8 points.
Already?
It's okay.
Belum masuk usul lagi. We have not, kita belum masuk bagian usul lagi. Ya. Ya.
Tak ada, tak perlu dia.
Betul.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Syarah, please come to the center of the table. Okay. Now, Mr. Chairman, Encik Arshad will now take over Mr. Chairman's position. Okay, shall we start with the usul now? Kemudian beberapa usul akan dikemukakan. Jadi kita akan buka sekarang ni untuk usul-usul dikemukakan. So, siapa nak cuba mula? Ada siapa nak kemukakan usul-usul yang berkaitan dengan keselamatan dan juga penjagaan di zon A, B dan C? Yang dah submit ya? Ya, okey. Saya terima dua usul ya. Pertama daripada Puan Rita dan juga kedua daripada Encik Hazmi. Maaf? Boleh tak? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Nama saya Rakaman dari Jalan Bintang. Saya tengok buka sikit ya. Okey. Saya nak usulkan satu point untuk better evaluation in the future ya, tentang pemilihan syarikat keselamatan. Saya cadangkan dimasukkan mandatory requirement. Maknanya kalau sesuatu company tu tak ada requirement ini, terus aja dia punya dia punya submission. Contohnya KDN is mandatory. Kenapa nak bagi satu point lagi? Terus tolak aja. Sebab apa? Dia tak, kalau tak ada KDN tak boleh kan? So itu jadi satu mandatory. Tak ada KDN out. Kalau daripada 12 ni satu tak ada, tinggal 11 lagi. Macam itulah yang saya cadangkan. Beberapa kriteria merah perlu diadakan untuk mengelakkan confusion tentang ada KDN sah tak sah tu semua. Itu saja cadangan saya.
Okey, terima kasih Cik Rahman. Terima kasih. Okay, ada apa-apa lagi usul? I think I received 2 usul from Madam Rita. Would you like to read your usul?
Number 1 is selection and boarding security companies for Zone A, B and C by PKR in 206 and 201A. Payment to Kawalan Teguh Perkasa. Membership of PKCJ. Lack of governance on the PKCJ Constitution.
I think that has been addressed, Madam Rita?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now we call on Mr. Hajdi, not Mr. Hajdi, Hazrin. Is Mr. Hazrin here? Huh? Just read. Is this yours? Oh, you want me to read? Okay. Right, Mr. Hazrin has written 8 usuls here. I will read, yeah? Kereta rosak atau terbiar di tepi jalan akibat menghalang laluan pada kereta awam yang lain dan berbahaya kepada kanak-kanak dan juga orang dewasa kerana lampu kereta dan cermin kereta pecah boleh mengakibatkan kecederaan. So all the abandoned cars around zone A, B and C. Satu. Contohnya di jalan B6 dan di perkarangan parkir Masjid Lama Al-Hidayah. Harap PKCJ berhubung dengan MPAJ untuk tindakan tarik kereta tersebut terus ke depo MPAJ. Nombor 2, selepas jam 12 malam, pintu penghalang di depan guard post Jalan B diturunkan untuk tujuan agar kereta motor yang masuk ke dalam kawasan jalan B diambil rekod bagi yang tiada stiker dan untuk tujuan rekod pemeriksaan. So here, Encik Hazrin wants the barrier to be down, so that we can monitor those cars coming in and out, and those coming in without the sticker, a record should be written in the record, the name of the owner and the registration of the car. Yang ketiga, pihak pengawal mesti menghalang motor 3 gandar tricycle, motorbike with 3 tires dari memasuki kawasan B. Habis sampah rumah digeledah dan juga ada yang masuk ke dalam kawasan rumah untuk mengambil barang tanpa izin. Early on, I think we have restricted this. We've asked the security guards to stop these people and tell them to go off. But sometimes dia terlepas. Kadang-kadang dia terlepas masuk. 2 days ago, I saw when I was going to Jalan B, I saw one tricycle and then I saw the security guard following with the motorbike, which is good. Very good response from the security guard. That's in Jalan B. Okay, then we go to 4. Pihak pengawal memeriksa orang yang meminta sedekah serta berkumpulan terutama warga asing dan menghalang dari perbuatan mengemis. So we used to have this a lot. Dulu ramai yang datang house to house minta sedekah, minta derma, jual barang ya. Jadi Encik Hazri minta PKCJ yang baru nanti untuk menghalang daripada semua penjaja atau yang tak bersikap daripada masuk ke kawasan perumahan kita. Nombor 5, pihak pengawal mesti peka dan menghalang alung-alung yang cuba menampal stiker atau poster alung di kawasan Jalan B. Now we have had this case a couple of weeks ago. It's Jalan B, right? Jalan B ke? Alung yang tak pasti Jalan B atau Jalan A, I'm not sure. So they came in and then they put stickers on cars to pamerkan nombor telefon. So agar orang call untuk minta duit, untuk nak pinjam duit dengan alung. Jadi tak benar kan itu. Lampu dipasang di kawasan permainan depan Masjid Lama Al-Hidayah. Okay, kita perlukan lampu di sana, kena gelap. Nombor 7, pihak pengawal juga melakukan pemeriksaan berkala di jalan belakang B10 yang berhadap jalan besar Sekolah Kebangsaan Taman Melawati, jalan tikus dari belakang. Nombor 8, lampu-lampu yang rosak dan tidak menyala, minta MPAJ Selangor dan aktifkan kembali secepat mungkin. Itu saja 8 usul daripada Encik Hazrin. So we will note this ya. Okey, ada lagi sesiapa? Silakan.
Ada saya mewakili Encik Hashim dan Encik Nabi Mujo.
Ya.
Dia telah berkahwin bukan anak ibu. Dia cuma memohon agar dia cuma memohon agar kita tambah pada perlembagaan persatuan di mana tentang yuran pembayaran yuran, iaitu RM50 tu boleh dijelaskan lebih lanjut, iaitu 10 ahli baru, 5 pada persatuan dan juga RM40 untuk security. Kalau diberjelaskan dalam perlembagaan agar orang tak confuse macam tadi. Alright, sekian terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Okay, dari Nika ya. Nama saudara? Encik Hashim.
Encik Hashim dalam B7. Tak apa, wakilan Dr. Ridwan lah, Ridwan B2.
Oh, Dr. Ridwan, okay. Yes, please come forward.
Sorry again, I'm Ali Nur Azhar from Jalan A1, representing my parents, Ali Nur Azhar and also Tom Asia binti Muhammad Ali. So we are concerned as the sons and siblings of my parents. You know, sometimes at the back of the house, when it's raining seasons, the rains comes very heavily. So currently, some of us are, taking care of the behind the no man's land, the drain reserve, the pipe reserve. Okay, so far, I see that my parents are constructing their own barrier because the rain comes from the clubs. Previously it was a swimming pool, but now it's under construction. As you know, there's the M tower coming up, but I'm not sure whether it's still going on or not. So our concern is we worried if that who will maintain the behind of the no man's land, because nobody is taking care. There are MPHA contractors coming in and out, cutting off the grass. But sometimes my parents even hired, so our concern is if let's say heavy rains, the water comes from above. Even now, that's why I'm talking about monkeys, squirrels, snakes, and all the. So currently, I'm taking care of the backyard.
Okay. Can I have your full address? Your house.
63 Jalan A1. Site Tika and also Mrs. Wong.
Okay, right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, any more, please? Ada apa lagi usul yang kita dengarkan, sila. Ya, nanti sebab apa? Ada makan-makan.
Lepas ni ada perkara berbangkit tak? Ada.
Ni dia?
Ni dia?
My resolution. The one that
I got one more.
Hello. Sorry, madam. I'm representing Rachel. I'm Dahlia from Rachel. It's an issue. Actually, it wasn't an issue last time, but after going through the one facing B12, the gate facing B12, we have an issue because it was difficult for us to go out of B12, especially B12. We have to go up to the playground, right? Yeah. The question is that, the question is that when we come back from, I go to marketing like Pasar Tani in the morning, right? When we come out, I can't take a trolley back to go through the gate now because it's closed. I have to go by the stairs at the playground. And you know how small is the stairs? I can't take a trolley up there. So I have to go around the B2, is it? The one, B2. So I would suggest, I think, and a few others have made usul that we want a small gate or otherwise
open up the other gate.
Certain times.
Saya dah dihubungi oleh Encik Sam daripada Sam Dapi 2-3 hari sudah, dan sudah pun berjumpa dengan beliau untuk dia orang buat final checking before release payment kepada kontraktor, dan sekaligus hand over the fencing gate, because status dia selama ni masih tergantung, kita tak boleh nak buat apa-apa. Dan waktu tu kita tanya sama ada dia masih boleh buat pagar kecil ataupun tidak. Dia kata tidak. So kita akan proceed lepas dia siap ni. Bila kontraktor dia dah buat, dah siapkan apa semua, saya dah bagi tahu dengan Uncle Saleh. Uncle Saleh pun dah setuju. Dia dah bagi komitmen untuk buat pintu kecil tu. Cumanya pintu kecil tu nanti kita akan bagi kunci pada setiap penduduk yang nak, dan kena bertanggungjawab sendiri. Sekali dibiarkan terbuka, kena masalah lah sikit nanti. Itu sajalah. Macam mana nak cadang apa nama tu nanti bagi tahulah. Itu ada bincang tu.
Boleh saya cakap sikit?
Boleh, silakan.
Okay. Assalamualaikum semua dan salam sejahtera. Saya Nurbaya. I'm the one who start pengasas lah kawasan A, B, C ni untuk start security. Because last time when I start this, you tahu masa tu every day satu rumah ke satu rumah perompak masuk, and then my jalan selalu kena rompak, kena acukan pisau, and then dia orang masukkan dalam rumah, pergi ambil parang semua. That's why I need security. Lepas tu I pergi report polis, and then polis nak saman I tau. I pergi dekat Ampang Center, Police Center. I the only one, the perempuan yang pergi. And the rest Haji Fadil, Haji Jaafar, Datuk Maizan, and arwah Haji Sabtu. I nak cerita sikit, sorry lah, I ambil masa sikit. So I pergi kat sana, dia dengan komputer dia, dengan mic, dia suruh I cakap tau. For that I don't know how to talk. And then because I nak sangat security kat kawasan ni, I cuba bercakap. Bila I cuba bercakap, dia orang nak saman I, because I bagi report yang salah. Dia cakap, why you cakap peningkatan peningkatan kepada samun semua. Dia kata dekat rekod polis semua dah menurun. I kata no. I kata I boleh bawa semua penghuni kawasan ni datang rumah I. So polis datang rumah I tu. Berapa kereta polis datang rumah I. Because nak clearkan I punya statement. So nasib baiklah I ni penduduk semua datang bawa dia orang punya statement polis, tunjuk dekat polis. And then polis baru sedar. After that I buat satu pertemuan hari penduduk dengan polis. Ada tak you all? You ingat tak dulu I pernah buat, and then semua penduduk kawasan tu sokong I. That's why sekarang ni I sangat sayang kalau security kita tak dibayar, tak dibuat, tak teruskan. Because I dah bekerja keras, you know tak? I nak minta security fees pun I kena pergi house to house. Malu muka I, macam I ni macam sales girl tau. Datang satu rumah semua, ada yang tutup pintu, ada yang marah kat I, macam-macam. That's why I nak teruskan benda ni. Sebab tu I datang hari ni. Bukan I datang kerana I nak bergaduh. Because I tak nak benda yang I dah buat ni I dah teruskan. Diorang berkubur, tak nak bayar lagi. So I hope lah you all boleh teruskan benda ni. Itu yang I tinggalkan benda ni bukan sebab I tak nak you all teruskan. I nak yang muda-muda lah yang boleh buat benda ni, buat sesuatu yang baik. Because I sekarang dengan kesihatan yang tak baik, dengan komitmen yang banyak, so I tak boleh teruskan. I minta maaf sangat. So I hope you all start for now. Okay, terima kasih. Terima kasih.
I try to make it fast. 8 item saya dah hantar kat Zainal, tapi tak apa, saya akan table sekali lagi. Now the next step is there's a big huge question mark on check force. Saya nak buat resolution bahawa saya buat resolution bahawa PKCJ members to initiate fresh selection and tender process during this AGM or maybe on the next EGM if possible, or persekutuan ramai in the next few months. Sebab bekas chairman telah berjanji pada 26 Mei 2018, dia cakap kita ada peluang untuk memilih company baru. Alih-alih lepas raya there's a new tender selection everything, then Force masuk balik. Okay, itu yang satu. Dua, to cancel the contract of PKCJ agreement between PKCJ and Z-Force Security Services Sdn Bhd. Tiga, to blacklist Z-Force Security Sdn Bhd, Z-Force Security Services and Systems Sdn Bhd and Kawalan Teguh for providing or colluding in providing illegal security guards between from February 2017 until May 18, 2018. We need empat, kita perlu menyiasat dengan mendalam bagaimana penglibatan Z-Force dengan PKCJ Committee semenjak Februari 2017. Sebab dia tidak berdaftar dan kemungkinan sebab saya tengok maklumat pada website, dia adalah dormant company. Okey, siasatan mendalam ni nombor 5. Siasatan mendalam on the peranan oleh Z-Force Security dalam membantu ataupun bersama berkanding bahu sama dengan Kawalan Teguh Perkasa pada bulan Februari 2017. Maknanya mungkin postmortem lah. 6, untuk menyiasat dengan mendalam bagaimana pembayaran boleh dibuat semenjak Mac 2017 until Jun 2018. Nombor 7, menyiasat dengan mendalam mengenai filtering and tender selection process by PKCJ Committee in selecting Z-Force Security Services and Systems Sdn Bhd and Kawalan Teguh as a security provider for PKCJ in January and February 2017. 8, menyiasat dengan mendalam filtering and tender selection process by PKCJ Committee dalam memilih Z-Force Security Services sebagai security provider untuk PKCJ bermula Jun 2018, itu bulan lalu. Okey, sorry, satu lagi, 9. menyiasat dengan mendalam bagaimana payment boleh diberikan kepada Kawalan Teguh daripada 1 Mei sehingga 23 Mei. 23 Mei, bagaimana proses, ada tak resignation letter ke, contract management ke, macam mana dia clause ke, ataupun adakah kita bagi termination notice ke. Itu saya punya resolution lah, proposal. Okay, terima kasih.
Okay, terima kasih Syarif. Ada siapa? Just tahu ya, since the contract tu cuma dia ada 30 hari saja, so the next committee can terminate. And within 13 days, you are eligible. You can do it now, in 30 days.
All the proposals now are all operational proposals. I will propose that we terminate the meeting now and prepare for election for the next committee. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. I second it.
Somebody to chair the meeting. Okay, so now we have to appoint election committee, election person.
Okay, dengan itu saya sebagai setiausaha Persatuan Keselamatan bagi Zon A, B dan C untuk 2016-18 membubarkan AJK ya pada ini dan membuka kepada pelantikan yang baru. Ya, jadi
Can you appoint chairman for the election?
okay, we will go on. Can somebody help me with the writing on the board? The chairman, how many books? Ini Gombak.
Somebody to chair.
Can we have someone to chair this pelantikan?
No, because would you like to choose him? No, maybe we want to choose him as a president, chairman.
No, we have to have a chairperson to run this election.
Chairperson to run the election.
Come. Okay, come, sir. Thank you. Okay, just for this election. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Haji Fadil is coming? Yes. Okay, Haji Fadil is coming.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay, since the ahli would like to nominate Haji Fazil is on the way, so can we move on to the deputy chairman?
No, let's finish the first one.
Let's finish the first one. So at least we have to wait.
If Haji Fadil says he's willing, we will accept the nomination.
I think if he's coming,
He's on the way. He's on the way.
Okay, he has to be here, sir. He has to be here to register. Then we can nominate him. So yes. Boleh? Yes, I think we have to check the quorum, yeah? Can somebody please count? One house, one. Counted as one. Cukup kan? Cukup. Do we wait or we continue deputy first?
Deputy first?
Okay, we go with deputy first.
Everybody okay? So that we don't have to
Yeah.
Okay, we would like to propose the names, if you would like to propose the names for the position of Deputy Chairman for PKCJ 2018 to 2020, please round the board. Yes, sir.
Can I propose Encik Arshad?
Encik Arshad, please.
My proposal, volunteering just now, is to clearly say, just to be chairman for this meeting. You let anybody you nominated, I will chair. That's all. Nothing more than that. I'm not doing it.
Okay, yes.
Clearly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let me have a seat, sir. He's on the way. Yes. Okay, so we have Encik Arshad, and we have another nomination.
Tuan-tuan, saya berada dalam jawatan kuasa yang sama dengan Razman, dengan Mr. Suda, dengan Kim Siang dan lain-lain. Sebagai itu, saya juga bertanggungjawab atas segala masalah yang berlaku. So, saya mohon untuk kami semua ni berundur diri lah, dan to give a new set of teams. So saya mohon nama saya untuk tidak dicalonkan. Tapi walau bagaimanapun, komitmen saya pada neighbour, especially kat B lah, because saya duduk kat B. So itu tak ada masalah lah. Cuma jangan kita ambil responsibility sama. It's not only the chairman, we have a treasurer, we have the semua tu lah. Jadi atas sebab-sebab itu saya tolak sebarang pencalonan. Lagipun itu sesuai dengan resolusi family saya yang baru lah.
Baik, jadi Encik Arshad telah mengundur diri. Jadi
so, saya punya cadangan, saya mencadangkan saudara Saleh daripada Jalan C.
Yes, Saleh.
Saleh. Sebab
yang ada di sini?
Saleh.
Saleh. Sebab beberapa perbincangan saya dengan beliau, dia berusaha untuk mewujudkan satu apps untuk kita punya zone A, B, C. Harap-harapnya kalau benda tu berlaku, akan bantu banyak kita punya community dari segi saya tak tahu, mungkin dari segi membership ke, dari segi report ke, yang tu nanti kalau dia tu dia boleh bagi explanation lah.
So Encik Saleh, do you agree?
Yes. I second it.
Kita boleh tanya dulu. Yes, okay, please write his name on the board. Okay, can we have another one? Oh yeah. Okay, sokong. Sokong, tak boleh write dah. Sokong oleh Encik Arshad dan seconded by Encik Wong. Proposed by Arshad, seconded by
Bukan B. Sini lain tu. I thought that this was
Okay, do we have any more nominees? Would you like to propose any more nominees? Once? No? Okay, fine. So, we would like to see show of hands for Encik Saleh from Jalan
C. Zone C.
Zone C. Can we have show of hands, please? Can somebody count? Can somebody count? Well, again, please shake hands so that we can have the correct number. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
voting. I'm not voting. That's what I said.
Okay, there's inquiry here by a few penduduk. They would want us to wait for the chairman, Haji Fadil. Because later you have pengurusi and deputy, and then if you don't want Haji Fadil, then it's going to be another thing. You have to vote again. So, what time is he coming?
Sorry, tadi ni ada about 5 minutes.
Treasurers.
Huh?
Do the nominees first.
Okay, deputy chairman, kita hold.
Okay.
Okay, we start with the treasurer first. Okay, treasurer first nominee, Colonel Wong. Second nominee? Second nominee for treasurer. Yes, sir? No, we are looking for second nominee.
Not the second for Colonel.
Oh, sorry. The pencadang for Colonel Wong?
Jasad tadi bicara.
Zaitun.
Ini cadang jasad.
Zaitun.
Kamu punya apa tadi? Ashley.
Okay, any more nominees? For treasurer? No, okay. So, can we have the votes for Mr. Wong? Who would like to vote Mr. Wong as the treasurer for the new committee? So now we go for the post of secretary. I also like to step down because I'm so committed to my other things. So can we have nominee for the secretary?
I'd like to propose for Tika.
For Penyokong? Rizal? Okay, Perencanaan? Hashdi. Good. Then we have penolong. Okay. Penolong Setiausaha penolong. So can we have one nomination for penolong Setiausaha?
Puan Fania.
Puan Fania. Okay, penyokong. Encik Amin. Encik Amin. Ha? Amin.
Camel starting with a Camel. K-A-M-E-L. Camel starting with a K.
Amin. K-A-M-E-L. Nama Am ya.
Right, seterusnya NJK 1 dan NJK 2. Okay, nomination for NJK 1 please. Hashdi, Encik Hashdi. Okay, kemudian pencadang. Pencadang for Encik Hashdi.
MEEFTAH Miftah. MENN.
What Raja?
Faizul.
Raja Rogaya.
Sorry. I dengar ada Raja.
Okay, nomination for AJK Dual. Nominee, sorry. Sharim. Penyokong? Siapa? Siapa dia? Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong, penyokong? Sorry, pencadang? Okay. Pencadang, penyokong Mr. Wong. Tengok.
C. Okay. Sunny stays in C. Rita is in B. Sunny C berapa? Sunny C berapa?
Encik Saleh si berapa? Silakan.
Sunny is in C berapa? Rita is in 12.
I'm A. You? Baby Julai.
Kenawang A.
Dua.
Asli A.
Sharim C.
8.
I just want to see the all are represented.
Right?
Chairman,
we're waiting for a nominee to come. But it's waiting 10 minutes. So is he coming or not?
Okay, I just got a message to me. He's on the way for what he was. He'll be here in 10 minutes. He said, please proceed with the rest first. He will agree to it. He will please proceed with the rest first.
Already done.
He will agree to it. He said, I will propose to him.
He's coming on the way.
He's on the way. He'll be here in 10 minutes. But he said, please proceed with the...
Already?
Yeah.
Already done.
Already done.
He said, agree with it.
We propose him.
where is he from? ABC.
Kalau kita tengok, dari tak ada lebih pada satu cadangan.
Saya dah minta tapi tak ada orang cadang.
Oh, maknanya betul-betul apa yang nak buat ini? Cuma sekarang aku boleh kan?
Ya, tapi Puan Zalina sudah minta lebih pada siapa nak cadang, tapi tak siapa cadang. So saya boleh lah.
So, kita cuba je lagi kan?
Untuk chairman belum lagi.
Ada contender. Betul kan? If I nak propose to chairman, boleh.
Because we're losing our money, they're all going back already. So kita tak cukup orang.
So why don't we have somebody to stand in first?
Cannot. He has to be here. He has to be present to be nominated. Chairman is Haji.
Haji Fadil. He is also the chairman of the masjid.
We will meet him. We will come shortly.
Just wait a few minutes.
That's because we're ranking at this for 1 till 1 o'clock.
We should be here anytime.
He said 90 time.
Okay, I'm going to ask Ali, do you want to wait or you want to go?
We want him.
We want him.
We want him. He's
Yes. Everybody wants him?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then everybody wants, but he has to be here.
Yeah. Can we vote first? Okay lah, we vote first. Then after that, his presence will.
Oh, you cannot vote for a person who's not here.
He has to be present.
That's very clear.
Okay.
Okay, you can wait for 10 minutes. If he doesn't come, then we have to vote.
We wait until 10 minutes, until 12:50, and then we're going to take another chairman.
Can I write his name?
No. He has to be here.
That's why he may want to decline. So,
Where is he?
Tapi dia belum monitor. Dia sila lagi. Dia
boss close the hall and all that.
We back up lah, we back up. We back up.
No, we have 5 minutes. We wait lah. Apa dah sekejap. Okay, can we have, would you like to nominate another chairman? Okay, first we have to count. We have to count the hands. Can we have count of hands for Chairman as the chairman? Please put your hands. Somebody please count. Somebody please count. Haji, can you please count?
Oh, I count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
Satu tangan je, Puan.
34.
Dua rumah boleh.
34.
34. Rita, you ready?
Yes.
I'm right there. Here.
Okay, any more nominees for chairman? Any more nominees for chairman? Any more nominees for chairman? No? Yes, apa?
Kena legit.
Who would you like to nominate? Oh, 2 more counts. 36, 36. Okay, done. Any more nominees? Okay, right. Thank you very much. Untuk cadangan ditutup, please take down his name. Cadangan ditutup.
Boleh?
Boleh, Encik?
Cik Muhammad.
Jalan C4. Cik Muhammad C4.
Penutup. Cik Muhammad Jalan C4. I take picture.
Okay, with that, we'd like to close the nomination and we'd like to welcome the new PKCJ AJK for 2018 to 2020. Congratulations. So before we end, we would like to invite the new chairman to say a few words.
I think, I don't know what to say. There are some, oh my God. I think this is something hard that I invite myself from coming here because it's a complaint. I mentioned Razman, my friends, we AJK Masjid. Then for me to come and challenge my friend, my education, I leave, okay? But you still want me to be here, okay? As I told Dana Pauzi, I penulis sana, it's not good to be my friend here and come back here. So before you call me, the WhatsApp coming to my phone, then I come. So, thank you very much. I always believe that PKCJ is something that we want it to become instruments or the platform that can unite us. Okay? I think we begin to feel that something was wrong there. Right? So, and of course, the nation of wrong relative between people to people. But as I mentioned to many people, we are smart people here. So we want to preserve, the community from the point of unity. Security is security. If you don't unite, you cannot get security. It's always the principle that you must have. So, PKCJ, we form at Masjid, we work hard, and I managed for 4 years, and over to Razman. He had different principle of managing it. Between credit or debit to him, I think we should give credit to him more than the debit, okay? So you have both no confidence, take it as one decision that you make, then you forget the past. Forget the past, okay? I have to go to him and say thank you to him and report out the person that we have. That's very important. So for the all new AJK and old and new AJK, I promise to have moderate dinner lah. Kalau mahal sangat ni tak cukup duit kan. Jadi we have dinner together. The old and new. Now Puan Galina, please come. Okay, so I want to stop these differences. We have this decision, this election, and then we have dinner together. Maybe my house. My wife will cook. My wife will cook. Okay, so she behind in the gym. We cook or we order caterer. But Kentucky chicken works. Kentucky chicken works. Asli. KFC works. I tell you how the formula how it works. Alright. So Zalina, okay, thank you very much for your team. Okay, again, yes, we seldom talk before, but I think this is the video that we open, that we can continue talking together. So, okay. And I can regret, my friends, you got some smart accident few days before, right? Yes, so okay, I hope that now all fully recovered. Other than that, all the things belong to you, it's not belong to me. Belong to you. So let me preserve it. Okay, we want to make it a platform that we are together, and this security come part of it. PJ is the umbrella. So I write the short WhatsApp to my friend and say, we hatch PKCJ in Masjid. So we feed and give wing to it. It fly, then we under its shadow. Now we unite together under shadow, we hold in hand. So this PKCJ, I think we give a better wing, bigger wing that can shadow better in the future for next 2 years. Okay, so I hope that with this very concise, we want to make everybody for friends and neighbors, then see what we can do. Best continue what you have done so far. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, on behalf of the former PKCJ, I want to thank all of you, everybody, for coming today, and as well as giving us your support. Yeah, there's some glitches here and there. In fact, myself and Suda, also like to put that down because we also have, we're very committed. I mean, we are so full of things to do. So Alhamdulillah, we have found a good team, and we make dua, and we pray that all of you will help us. And we are still one keluarga. Okay, no hard things. Yeah? All my friends, my mom's friends, my father's friends, Alhamdulillah, and we wish you all the best. And if you wish for us to work together, inshallah, we will just, whatever we do together. Okay, thank you for coming. Before that, I would like to close this AGM, yang ke-5. Dan saya menjemput semua tetamu untuk makan-makan hari raya di luar. Okay? Again. Group photo with the new AGM. With everybody.
Thank everybody here.
Come, the new AGM first. Sorry, new AGM king. Come, the new AGK, please.
Apa
ya, Syarif.
Okay. Makan syok tau.
I guess so.
Jadi 5 minutes enough lah.
Itu dah Syarif. 5 minutes.
He's waiting for 20 again.
Take the matter, I'm here already.
Okay, second.